All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Jaakko Vanhalinna, and I just wanted to show you this cool project that I've been working on lately called a prescriptive real-time spatial data cost analysis. This also answers to the problem of how to most conveniently minimize the cost of refueling your car. So this is a data analysis project that can be used on mobile, and this has been built without using any coding at all. I will tell you a little bit later how this was built if you're interested in that. But let's go first to find out what is the actual issue that I was doing. So I've had some time lately, some spare time due to some happy coincidences in my family. So I was on a paternity leave, and as you know, the baby sleeps quite a lot. So I had some time on my hands to work on my data analytics skills. And I wanted to solve this problem that I had of refueling my car. You know, refueling the car, it takes a lot of money, of course. The gas is very expensive, and it also sometimes is very uh, cumbersome to find cheap fuel because the fuel prices at the stations, they change very frequently. So the cheap station might not be the cheapest one tomorrow. Also, driving around for the cheap fuel wastes a lot of time and a lot of money because you consume a lot of fuel by driving to get some more fuel. Okay. And also with so many options of actually refueling your car, it's very hard to calculate, in your head where to go, which station to use. You might have some customer loyalty card that give you a little bit of discount, and the other station 5 kilometers that way is a bit cheaper. So which one to take and not a kind of overburden yourself with this analysis. So how to conveniently minimize the total cost of refueling your car? That was my starting point. So there are solutions for these kind of problems, but I'd say they are not very accurate and definitely not convenient. So there are websites that list the fuel prices. They might give you the locations on a map. They might even list the distances to these stations. But let's say the first problem is that the distances are not the driving distance, but just the straight distance from point A to point B. So the distance in 1 kilometer might take you 10 kilometers of driving. Maybe over exaggerating right now, but you understand the point. Also, the driving time is not anyway in any manner calculated in these apps or applications or websites. So these apps, they just list the prices and let you do the analysis. You have to kind of calculate everything in your head to minimize your cost. And also based on the location, the cheapest station might be closer to your destination than the point that you are actually at the moment. So they don't show you the stations that are far away because they don't want you to go driving around, waste time. So they don't actually work. Then I had to build my own solution. And of course, the solution was using Alteryx. So I've used Alteryx Designer to build an analytic app. So an application with a simple user interface. And I published it at Solutive's Alteryx server. So it's on our Alteryx server gallery, which is accessible by the browser, for example, on a mobile phone. So let's see how it looks like. So here I am on our Alteryx server. I'm signed in, and I have this app refueling recommendations. Some information about the app, when it was run last time, and then I just click run so I can access the user interface. So very simple. Of course, you can modify it if you want, but the app asks you to input the origin address and the destination address. And in this case, I'm going to use our company Solutive headquarters address at Tampere. And in this specific case, I'm actually not driving anywhere. I'm just going to refuel my car and come back to the office. This app allows me to do that. So my car is diesel, takes about 5 liters per 100 kilometers of consumption, and I want to refill 40 liters. I have Plussakortti, and then I have the green S-bonus card, and the app calculates the discounts from these specific stations automatically into the price. Also, if I want, I can provide the cost for my drive time. So time is valuable. So driving around, finding the cheapest gas, it doesn't make sense if it takes half an hour to go there. So I'm actually giving a cost for driving around. 30 euros an hour, that's a good estimate for at least a good parameter in this case. And then I'll just click run. And this app automatically calculates the cost for me and then returns recommendations on where to actually go and fill my tank. I always know which is the cheapest option and also know 2 second cheapest options, so second and third. So I don't have to guess around or analyze or calculate it on my mobile phone. So the analysis is ready. There's a really beautiful PDF file that I can download. Yes, download and then access from there. And there are the results. My route from Rautatienkatu back to Rautatienkatu. Station Teboil, address Samonkatu 42, and my total cost is 53.21 euros. This takes into account the fuel price and also the drive time based on my cost, and also the driving distance based on the fuel consumption of my car. So as I said, total cost. I save a bit more than €1 compared to the second cheapest option. And of course, we could calculate also what it is compared to the average fuel price in the area. And I'd say you usually save about 10 to 15% per fill in the tank. So it's actually a nice impact. So this is the app, very simple, accessible by mobile phone. If I want to go and take this to production, I could use Alteryx own APIs to publish this on a mobile app, build, or someone could build me a user interface on an app and then use it from there. But this is just a prototype, and let's see how this was built. So I did not use any line of code working on this project. I've been using only Alteryx Designer, and then of course Alteryx Server as the publishing platform. So those of you who are not familiar with Alteryx Designer, this technology is designed to access any data, do anything with your data, and then output the data in any format that you want. So it's actually a tool that you can use for any data analysis problems. So in this case, I am starting with a bunch of URLs. I'm then downloading the HTML code from those pages, and then using some regex and text-to-column tools to parse out the most important information from those HTML codes, which is of course the station address and the fuel prices. And then clean up that data, take it forward, and then feed in the user input, so the origin destination, together with all of those station addresses in that specific area around my driving route that I gave. In this case, it's Tampere. Those parameters are then fed into this iterative macro, which is the heart of all this analysis. So the data comes in, it takes the first row, and then it feeds it into the Google Directions API. So it feeds in the parameters to Google, and then the Google API returns me all that information that you would get from a Google Maps search or Google route service. And then I can use that as kind of the basis point for my cost analysis. So drive time and drive distance, taking into account all of the traffic at that specific time. So that is an iterative macro. So it goes and analyzes all of those different route options that I might take while driving from A to the fueling station and from there to my destination B. There might be hundreds of different routes. It then goes on, calculates the time cost if I wish to do so. And then in the end, very simply, it will just clean up the data and give me a neat PDF report which fits the mobile phone screen. I also have possibility to post Excel files or any other files that have all of the information. All of those, in this case, I have run, this is in Helsinki, it's 115 different stations near the route that I'm taking. So if I want to go and analyze a bit further those prices. So this is Alteryx Designer, but the analytic app, of course, if it's an application, needs an interface to access. So I've used the interface tools to build this interface where to actually input the addresses, your fuel type, and your customer loyalty cards and drive time cost. So very nice, clean, and easy way to minimize my costs. I don't have to do any calculations myself. So it took me about 14 hours, 15 hours to build this app, and I'd say at least a few hours were wasted on learning how to use those reporting tools. So to build that PDF report that it fits the mobile screen neatly. It's not as easy as doing the data analysis itself. So there's something to improve on. But very nice project. Hope you like this video, and if you like this project or if you're very interested in Alteryx, please let me know. Send me email at jaakko@solutive.fi, and we are here to help you with any data analytics and analytics process automation problems. Thank you very much. Bye.